Libra, hi. So it's going to be a reading for April 26th through May 2nd. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check it out in the description box below if you want. Yep. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the overall energy for the reading, the Empress. Feeling empowered, feeling like you have control over things here. Like there could be a situation developing, but I feel like you're good. You have that sense of, I know how to handle this. In the recent past, the Five of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Okay, love. The direction is, well, the path is looking like it's heading towards love. You're moving slowly but surely in that direction. And your movement is so slow because of some sort of conflict here. So there's definitely love at stake, but there's also conflict that just kind of slows things down, just drags things on. Like, can we just be together and that's it, without fighting, without, apparently not in this case. Disagreements, possibly. Anyways, in the current situation, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Cups. There's an energy of love here. There's an energy of things getting into that place of the place that you were looking for in the past of, can we just get along? It's here. And ironically, it is happening through moving slow, through taking things one day at a time, taking the energy that comes in as it comes, basically. Stop fighting it and stop wanting more out of it, or stop trying to force it to happen faster. I feel like you stopped all those things and just kind of took it as it came. And that actually grew the situation to something, or is starting to grow the situation into something more stable. I kind of see it in the recent past as that being your struggle with it. And then in the current situation, I see this being the energy of the person you're dealing with, in terms of maybe they're more on that side of accepting things how they are, and that's why things are moving slow, but they're okay with it. There's some sort of a resistance in the past there, which could be your energy. Of course, this could all be you, in terms of maybe you learned not to rush through the energies. In the immediate future, the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Ten of Cups. See, confusion, discontent in how it's looking, this energy of happiness, this energy of how you want it. It's not necessarily looking in the way that you want it exactly. So a little bit of maybe trying to control the situation, or maybe trying to, or expecting it to happen in certain ways, when it's going to happen in the way that it wants to happen. Do we allow it? Because if we don't, we suffer the consequences, basically. So let's clarify. Let me clarify the Empress. Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Four of Swords. See, there's this, like, it's good to have determination. It's good to have your mind set on something, like, I really want to do this. When do you cross over to the point of controlling things? That's where I feel like you're at this point, where sometimes maybe you're at that point of, because I want for things to happen in this way, and because there's so much determination on my part, and things are not quite happening in that way, boo-hoo kind of thing, so there's that energy of maybe at times pushing things to happen faster, to happen in certain ways, instead of just, again, it comes in as a good energy, as I know I have this determination to make this happen, and it feels good, and it feels good to me too, seeing it. But sometimes I feel like you're pushing it, you know? Maybe you're going overboard. And that's when it becomes maybe controlling, you know? Let's see that Five of Wands in the recent past. Five of Cups, the World card, the King of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody kept on bringing to the surface the past mistakes, the past fears, hurts, whatever it was that was showing up here. And because of that, conflict kept on perpetuating here for the situation. It feels like you or them, I don't know who this is, but somebody was hanging on to the past, and every time something new was about to happen, they were like, well, it happened like that in the past. Well, you're not allowing the new to happen with bringing in that energy, right? So I don't know who did this, but whoever did this, I feel like finally they let go of the past. It kind of feels like it's them, to be honest. But it could be, yeah. I don't know. Let's do... Let's do the Queen of Cups in the recent past. Three of Wands, Five of Wands, Page of Swords. See, it almost feels, it doesn't make sense. It feels like because somebody had a lot of emotions that they didn't really express them, that made them angry, that made them go at the other person. Kind of like, can't you, why, how come you don't know what I feel? Because you're not saying it? You know, we're not mind guessers or feeling guessers. There's that sense of somebody really getting pissed off that the other person doesn't know what they want without them even having to say it. Well, you know, sometimes maybe we need to say it so that the other person knows it. Because if we go by assumptions here, God forbid, you know, if everybody's interacting based on only their assumptions, so somebody is looking like they're getting hurt because they're not expressing how they feel, but at the same time, they're expecting the other person to know how they feel. Well, it doesn't really work like that. This comes as being you, by the way, you know? Let's do the King of Pentacles in the current situation. The Fool, the Judgment card, the Seven of Wands. Okay. I see this as being your person wanting to take a chance. Really, the desire is there, and the desire is big. To take a chance on things, to bring in something new to the surface, to play off with this new kind of energy. Here in this connection with you, but there is some sort of a resistance on their part, though. Let's see the Knight of Pentacles. There's something that's holding them back, and that comes from within themselves, basically. For the Knight of Pentacles, you get the Nine of Cups, the Death card, the Seven of Pentacles. What is this? Remember that place where you get mad because somebody doesn't know what you want, blah, 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 blah. Can they know what you want if you don't? Because I see this as an energy coming in of trying to figure out what you want for yourself, basically. So us getting mad at somebody for not guessing what we want when we don't even know what we want, and that usually comes into play just like that, because when we don't know what we want, we don't express it, but then we expect people to know what we want. And if you look at it that way, it doesn't make sense at all, does it? And now that this energy is showing up of, I thought I wanted this, but I don't, so now I'm kind of looking for what I truly want. Now this kind of makes sense, all of it. And of course, this could be them, doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody connected to you here. Let me do the King of Cups in the current situation. Three of Cups, Eight of Swords, Four of Cups. Look, the two of you want this. The both of you want this. You're showing up as, yes, I want this. But the problem is the timing of it all. You want this when they don't want this, and they want this when you don't want this, or when you're not ready because you're restructuring. You're going through your own thing, then they show up with, but let's make this happen. Then you're not ready because you're going through your own thing. Then you're ready and they're going through their own thing. So it's kind of looking like that, like timing. Timing is a problem here. Let's do the Eight of Swords. And that's creating disappointment over disappointment over disappointment here. And I don't know. Could be that maybe this situation deserves a little more understanding on both your parts. And accepting that, when you're ready, they're not ready. When they're ready, you're not ready. It could happen in that way. For the Eight of Swords in the immediate future, you get the Devil, the Queen of Cups, the Temperance card. Somebody's remembering, basically, that the more they overthink things, the more they get into this vicious cycle here that's going to go over. It's going to go over. It's going to go on and on and on and on. It's interesting because now I'm seeing that, yes, the love is there, but you two are kind of disconnected from it. Now somebody's remembering. Hold on. There's something here that keeps us together, that keeps us going through this. What is it? Love. Oh, okay. Because so far it's a lot of thoughts, a lot of, oh, let me show you. I can do this. But no, let me show you. But it's a lot of egos fighting here, basically. And there's a almost like an aha moment. Like what we're doing right now, the cycle here that we're creating is toxic for the both of us, basically. How about we keep our hearts open and remember why we're here doing this in the first place, Let's do the Four of Cups in the immediate future. Page of Pentacles, the Magician, the Nine of Swords. Learning what exactly is your disappointment in all of this. Is it your expectations not turning out in the way that you want? Is it thinking you have control over the situation and realizing that it's kind of out of my hands? What is it in this disappointment you carry towards this situation? There's a lesson in this. Something is causing you pain. And I see you wanting to learn from this, not just let it by as, oh, you're disappointing a lot to me, so bye. No. You're looking at it as something to be learned from. Let's do the Ten of Cups in the immediate future. The High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands. See, intuitively, you know that the two of you are connected at a deeper level. So what's happening on the surface here, these bad timing circumstances, these you go today, I go tomorrow, and so on and so forth, they wouldn't have happened if the two of you weren't connected truly, energetically, at a higher level, if you want. So there's definitely a connection, and there's definitely a recognition here on your part, and a remembrance of what's keeping the two of you together, basically. Because there's a lot of back and forth that's happening at a mind surface kind of level, and when people get into that, at some point they lose the purpose of why are we doing this, So the immediate future kind of provides you with a little bit of a snap out of it and remember why you're doing this kind of thing, and then decide based on that, because otherwise you would just create the cycle and it would be your normal. And it's not normal. It's hurting you, it's hurting them, it's hurting the both of you. Let's see what the universe has. Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. When I see this kind of energy, I'm like, oh. It's like, yeah, but I want love. I want them to love me. Well, if you're not seeing the control in that and the not releasing aspect of things in that, then you're just going to go through the same cycle over and over again. How can you want somebody to love you? Do you love yourself so that someone else can love you? What does that have to do with it? You know? Think about that question for a little bit. You know, because if you don't love yourself, how do you expect others to love you? That would be kind of selfish. So, that's what I have for you, Libra. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.